By the way, I can't tell story. By the time if you go through one story, we tell 10 story in a one.
The challenges, the interviews,
the vlogs, and everything in between.
So, you're probably wondering why we're here. Today doing makeup. Makeup is very therapeutic for me. Yeah, I have like a whole big bag full of brush, and I never really sort out through nothing. I just get up and say, oh, I got to do some makeup this morning before I'm gonna go work. I was supposed to do a restaurant review this week, but apparently my job had other plans for me to come in today and work. But I mean, you guys really, I hope you guys weren't expecting that would only be the only content that I make though. Like that spells it. That was not the only content that I cover, because but just a start out, I know it's gonna get way better than this. Trust me, for me have faith. You know if I have none, but me for life. Me full of faith in myself and thing. So as you can see in the caption, it's gonna be a story time. That's why I can't find no proper brush. Anyways, it's gonna be a story time, guys. I know you're asking, oh, you're going to do a video, why you never organize and whatever. No, I want this video to be as authentic as I can possibly make it. Right? Yeah, man, I'm not perfectionist, you know. I like to get the things done to the T, but man, I'm not perfectionist per se. Man, I'm not big makeup artist per se. But it's something that I like to do. I've done this on my face. It's a what do you call it? Moisturizer. Yeah, moisturizer. Yeah, so let's get into it. There was this time where I was talking to this guy, and no, when you're young, you're very stupid. Not every young person is stupid, by the way, but I was. I don't know after that story, you know, cause I really like talk about my life and them thing there. You don't have to agree with me. This is my side of the story. Everybody have them side of story. Well, anybody who know me and feel like them know how the story go, this is my side of the story. I'm free to tell it however I want. Yeah, he was a good dude at the time, cause when I met him and I interviewed, we went out and he brought me to see his family. Yeah, that is how serious we were getting, guys. We were like, when I met him, we were like, oh, we're gonna take the next step, and I'm gonna see your family, you're gonna see my family, whatever. He took me to meet his family and stuff. It was a great adventure. I'm not like fishing and them something, but he took me fishing and it was really nice, really nice. So anyways, can't find a brush to make a just use what we have. Like, yeah, I'm okay with people not knowing my side of the story, but I'm gonna tell it either way. I was 19 at the time, and COVID like literally just coming into play, and I was going to school, basically school, and I was doing a course because I never really know what I want to do at the time as yet with my life. Guys, it's okay to not know what you want to do with your life at 19. I mean, nobody like make you feel bad because you're not sure what you want to do, but still don't sit down and not do anything. So back to the story. When we came back, it was late. We were planning to come down at come back from St. Elizabeth. Yeah, St. Elizabeth, me did go. I tell the story. Me not really try be cryptic. We went to St. Elizabeth and we ended up coming back late in the night, and we come back about late, like about 8 o'clock, 9. Yeah, 8 9 them time that we end up come back because there was a lot of traffic and then something happened on the road. So yeah, but we did kind of leave out late, you know, because we were waiting on something from one of his family members, and they were taking a while to like come meet us where we're at. I was talking to the guy and I'm like, you know, I'm living with my uncle and stuff, and he's not gonna like the idea of me talking to you. Bear in mind, yeah, I live with my uncle. Okay, I found what I was looking for. I was looking for this. This is a I don't know if I can see it good. It's a NYX foundation, and it's a good one. Let me tell you, it good, you know. It there though. It's like for like $4,000. I lie me I tell. It in the 3.5 range. Yeah. It's a good concealer, but not concealer, foundation, by the way. Yeah. Where was I with my story? Me and this guy came back late, and I said, all right, my uncle's not gonna be like thrilled about the fact that we came back late, and I didn't really tell him where I was going because I initially just told my grandma, because my grandma and we like have a better understanding, and she raised me so she know I'm stay. So I don't know, I hate saying this, but I feel like people always think that I'm a bad person. What happened was, we went out late. I told my grandma, I didn't tell my uncle that I was going out. I went to my grandmother and I told my grandma, oh, I was going out. Because I lived with my uncle at the time, but I still go and see my grandmother because she didn't live very far away from my uncle's house. So, yeah, make sure she didn't do good on it. Anyways, so when we got there, I'm using this brand new concealer. It's called Almond. I'm gonna use it under my eyes. Anyways, when I got there, I got to the house. There's a little table in front of me, guys. My uncle was there, so I went in and I said to my uncle good night, because we came in late, and I apologized for coming in late. And so my ex at the time was like, let me just come to your people and be mature and tell them why you were late and apologize on your behalf as to why you were late. So I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea, because I mean, whatever. I mean, my uncle now go like listen to you. So he was like, no, he insisted, and he was like, no, it's cool, I'm mature, I will talk to them. I was like, okay, you know, what you're doing at your own risk. So he told he wanted to talk to my uncle. My uncle stood there and listened to him talk, but I know this man like didn't want to hear anything. My uncle like blatantly told me when I went to him and I said, oh, the guy that I went with, he wants to say he's sorry for making me come in late. He didn't mean to let me come in late. My uncle's like, he doesn't want to hear anything, whatever. My aunt was like, oh, you know, your uncle's there, you shouldn't do that, whatever. Which they were not wrong. I knew how he was, and I shouldn't have done that in the first place, knowing how he was. Anyways, that gone. Fast forward to the same week. I was there at the house, and my uncle was like, since me a big man, but for move out, bear in mind I lived with a guy. I lived with my uncle. He's like, since me a big man, I'm what I want to do. And instead of coming to him and telling him that I was going somewhere, I told my grandmother that I was going somewhere and not tell him. Bear in mind, this guy is really strict, and I did kind of afraid to approach him with stuff like that in the first place, knowing how he was. So at the time, I didn't tell him what I was doing. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, you should come in here and talk about that. It's YouTube. Whatever I'm gonna get paid for is my business, and you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with it. It's my story. A lot of people do this on YouTube. A lot of people do this on YouTube. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. You get what I'm saying? Anyways. I know you asked me why I'm gonna put it on my nose, but I don't like a lot of product on my nose. But you're right. My nose needs to blend out too. But I don't like a lot of heavy products on my nose, because I have sinusitis and thing.
So yeah. Anyways.
Oh, I'm using this NYX concealer packet. It dirty, you know, but it good use. It good. This is like in a beauty store. This would cost you like 1,000, 1,500, I guess. But it good. It good. It good. Yeah. So the guy, he spoke to my uncle. My uncle never listened to him, anyways. Him never want hear nothing. And I still love my uncle, don't get me wrong, and he's an awesome guy. You know, a lot of people wouldn't have done for you what he had done for me. He taught me that life isn't fair, and growing up, you just have to accept certain things as how they are. He taught me to grow up, really, and I really appreciate that. Trust me, he did. And cause I was a little naive. And a little is a bit of an understatement. But anyways, and if me last and I'm no storyteller, like I said before. Yeah. So I call the guy and I said to the guy, I say, oh, my uncle said we must move out because obviously me a big woman and me not abide by a rule. I'm like, okay, well, you can't paint me to be one bad person either way. Me never put no makeup on my forehead because I sweat so much on my forehead, so I just don't put no makeup up there. But I'm good same way. I'm mellow same way, you know. I'm mellow same way. Anyways, it's a beauty blender. It's the same concealer, the same something stay in it. But anyways, blending it out, guys. Blending it out. Anyways, the guy come and him pick me up, and then my grandmother said to me, say, uncle say I shouldn't leave. You did we well want to leave, or something like that. She did say. You know, say your uncle never mean you and so him stay. Me said no, me no work with that. Yeah, I saw him stay, but me not have to deal with it. Me at 19, me not have to deal with it. And so me say, alright, me not stay, no, cause me not make nobody disrespect me. Me dey deal with disrespect all like my entire life. Me not feel like me want to deal with it no more now that me feel like I not have to deal with it. You get what I say? To me. I'm like, boy, you never have to do me like that, but you chose to. And I not have to deal with you. Period. So, yeah, I moved out and I was living with this guy for a year. A little over a year. And bear in mind, this guy lived with his friends on an apartment. So I was like living there with the guy, and me and the guy, people them need to get along well. I kid you not. We were not getting along well. And this girl we were friends, by the way. This girl literally made people tell her a bunch of stuff that I didn't say. I did say a lot of stuff, and when she confronted me, I said to her that I did say that. Anything I say about somebody, you know, if them come to me, I say me say so, you know. I'm not that type of person to say something like throw stones and then hide my hand. I'm not that type of person. Anybody can vouch for that. Anybody who really know me can vouch for that. But still, we fell out, and in the heat of the argument that was happening, the guy that I was talking to, he did not defend me once. And when I say he did not defend me once, I meant he was quiet the entire time, and it made him friend them diss me and make everybody diss me. Come on, people. Drama sells, but I'm telling you, yeah, it make everybody diss me, and he didn't defend me once. I'm free to tell my story now, my experience, and yeah, him not defend me not once when everybody had diss me. I did bring him to my family in Montego Bay at one time, and they really hit it off well. They were cool, and they got along well. And you know, my family in Montego Bay, I love them so much because, you know, and I met them. I even brought this guy to my mom and my dad's wedding. He was cool at the time. Everything happened after all of that though, and I really thought me and this guy would work out until I noticed he was starting to take, like, his friends were way more important than I ever was. And I was like, oh, spend time with me. And he's like, I spend time with you. We live together, whatever. I love attention, you know. I love attention. Bad. Very bad. 8 out of party, my face just sharp. Anyways, I love attention. Very bad. I'm going to put on a little bit of darker concealer over the light ones, so I'm not look too white and ashy. Attention, with the experience, attention deficit disorder. Sorry, I'm joking, guys. But me never get no attention from this guy at some point. And then, funny enough, I was young, and people they push marriage down my throat as a young person. I never like that. Guys, my advice to you is, I mean, nobody tell you nothing, because them don't know what you go through. And I experience some sensitive topics before in my life. I'm not gonna tell nobody say do married and do whatever, but I don't feel like marriage are for me, you know, still. I don't feel like it for me. Yeah, so I use some, what you call it? It's a contour palette, you know, but it's a powder contour palette. I just set what the palm my nose. Alright? And what the palm my face, you know? Just a set it off. But anyways, yeah. I mean, nobody tell you what to do. Because you see, when you reach in a where you reach in a, nobody not help you, you know? Nobody not help you. Nobody not go dip on your side at the end of the day. Right? Cause when me and that guy stopped talking, and that's when I really realized nobody not really dip on my side like that. So I not really call people, I'm not vent to people and them something then no more. Me used to do it, you know. Me used to do it. But life I want good teacher. Life is a very, very great teacher. I even lose track of story. I tell you something, I'm not good at this, and I'm not a pro storyteller. I don't know how much time I gotta say it. 2020. Spent Christmas in Mobay. And then we went back to St. Elizabeth where his mom was because many people them did catch up and we just decided to not stay there with many people them. I know! Me and the guy did a good, you know? And the guy did a good. Then, me na search phone. I'm not a search phone girl. But, him left the phone in my hand and him gone about him business, right? Same time, one girl, we're gonna call her Jane for the sake of the video. I remember showing my brother. And we're gonna call her Jane. Oh, me never show no which palette may I use for the blush. It's a blush palette named Shani. My name Shani, but this is a blush palette named Shani. Yeah, and I'd recommend it's a 10 out of 10 blush palettes, and yeah, I got it on Amazon. I got it on. Oh Jesus! Y'all see what I almost did there? Alright, so I have one pencil. I have two of them, you know. One of them look for my lip and one of them for my eyebrow. I remember them differently because I buy it up with one that part I done here. So, anyways, so me and the guy did a good. I'm left in info and I'm gone somewhere. Same time I see one message coming from one girl. We're gonna call her Jane, and Jane send him money. And bear in mind, when me and this guy are talking now, I say, I want to look at work. The guy say, don't worry about it, sweetheart. I got you. Girls, don't listen to that. You see, when a man tell you that, don't listen. Don't listen. Please, deaf to it. Deaf to it. Dumb to it. Go look at work. So, I was like, no, babe, I got you. Bear in mind, COVID did kind of come out, you know, feel a little bit. And sometimes I look at work just to like make things work, and so you would have help. Cause me did want to help him, you know, it was a trying youth, and me did want to help him. I wanted to build a dream with him, you know. Me see say him have potential, and I wanted to. Me did share him vision, basically. And I wanted to be a part of his vision. I did want him excel in our life. And I wanted to be the one to help him. Girl, I did my experience, but more advise anybody to do it. For nobody. None at all. Don't do it. Work on yourself. Don't work on nobody. Work on your own self. Work on your own whatsoever it is. Don't reconnect for nobody. Yeah, from me and him stop talking and my life kind of take off in a one certain way where I am way more independent. I'm way more responsible. Cause me and him stop talk like almost years now. But yeah, me did share him vision and I wanted to be helpful. Me never just want to be the girlfriend that we just big and so. Me and him catch up in our argument one day when me dey mobile. And the boy look for me. And tell me say true, me no want no work. Me and him a catch up on me and him and him people them a catch up true. Me no want no work when he was the one that told me it's fine. Man wicked. Them man are wicked, them wicked, them wicked. Them man are wicked, them wicked, them wicked. Bear in mind, when me and this guy catch up, me are talking the piece, yeah. Me never remember if catch it in when me are, or me never see if catch it in when me are pushing. But anyways, bear in mind, when me I go through all of this, my family, me they go through it with the people them, and me they go through it with my family at the same time, because me I vent to them and them I make me feel worse. Wow! So I just say, alright, I'm not venting to nobody. I just go through this by my own. I live with my auntie. Shout out to Tanisha. They took care of me the time that I was there. I find out that the girl, I'm going to call her again, Jane. Jane sent the guy money. And the guy mother, and remember some rate this guy now? Rate the guy. And when I confront him go make it look like say, oh, I don't know nothing. It cool. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you want more story time. I'm not good funny, you know, but I promise you guys I'll develop it. But anyways, when I use the cheap mascara. And a mascara is a roller eyeliner, so you can get your eyeliner more accurate.
2,000 years later.
Boy, this now work for me at all. The rolling eyeliner. So I'm gonna use my NYX. It makeup up, you know. Makeup up. Yeah, it's a NYX eyeliner. $1,000 fee. Cheap. Me can't open him. I got it at LA Beauty, downtown Montego Bay. Y'all supposed to know where that is. So me end up come on mobile now. Come back on mobile. Got my grip barn, grow on mobile, or St. James. So I end up reach back at St. James. I found out that this guy and his mom he's been talking to his ex. Not to mention he has been talking to his ex, and I'm like, why you don't block her or whatever? And him like you'd kill him for block the girl. So I say, okay, since it'll kill you for block this girl. Cause him usually asks me for block guys in my phone, and him search my phone, and him would have block guys number on my phone, which we never have a problem with. If he asked me to do it, I would have done it anyways, because I loved him at the time. But me, that is a red flag in a relationship, and that is something I know now. Like if me they're on you and I feel uncomfortable with something, and I ask you to refrain from doing it, and your initial response is, oh, I can't do it because I'm done, you know. Try to know that relationship done, me done, you can't look back over you, so we're done, everything done, Maguchi, you have to look back over you. So I was like, block the girl. It was like one bag of excuse as to why him can't block the girl. But me must block everybody when me talk to my phone, as long as it's a male, you know. Then me talk to my auntie Amobi, and she's like, you don't care what nobody do for you, you know. See if you ask them to do something for you, and them find it hard to do it for you. You know, that's all the answer what you need. And honestly, my best advice that I ever get from somebody, really, like when my aunt looked at me, Tanisha, big up yourself anyway. She looked at me and she said, sometimes people do some good for you, and that is only for your time. I just thank them and you move on. And me I tell you, you know, it sit with me up till now. I will leave a lesson get teach. I got taught along the way. And I always remember the good that people do for me. I remember I bad too. I never forget. Remember I good and remember I bad too. And I have a heart of gratitude. I'm thankful, bad. And I might not come and say, I pray, well, if not, I pray for everybody who ever do good for me in my life. I pray for when them do me wrong too, as well. Cause me and the boy catch up because him couldn't block the girl, and him take money from the girl. Him and the girl have text back and forth, one bag of lovey-dovey sitting, and him didn't want me to feel no way about it. So I just one day I come, I say I go visit my auntie. I just don't come back. I tell my auntie say I come down and I'm not go back up, and she said, okay, I can stay. Thank you, Tanisha. You are awesome. Oh, you are a lot in her life. Yeah. When me and the guy left, everybody did have them remarks to pass, but they did not know what me and this guy got. I'm not even tell her the full story or half of the story. And since I've been in Mobay has been awesome. Don't look at them Mobay has been awesome, and it has been giving. And thank you so much for watching my video. Me don't feel like my last one. Feel like my last one. No live with nobody, young. Enjoy your life. Like, me did forcefully, did have to, but if you don't have to, please don't do it. Give me a second, I'm fix it off camera. Me I say, point of the video, point of the story, don't make nobody tell you nothing. Because at the end of the day, when you reaching or nothing, I'm not just start relationship wise. End of the day, when you reaching or something, them go pass them remarks. People are go pass them remarks, and them are go say, oh, you should have do this and you should have do that. And honestly, you just never know better at the time, you know. I am using this L'Oreal Paris hydrating setting powder. Do you see how stunning I be looking? Yes, the story ended with me moving away from the guy. We broke up, of course, and I'm here in Mobay working stuff he said I couldn't do. Oh, let's not forget, he told me that nobody else name go on me, and I have a loving partner right now. I'm out here doing the things, all the things the people who put the mud upon me said I couldn't do, and I am happy doing it. So thank you so much for tuning in. Now bash nobody. I'm just, you know, speaking my truth. So guys, that's the finished look, and I'm ready to go to work. I told you I would look stunning in natural light, and here I am. So I'll see you guys on the next
Let your edge out to some iceberg, you'll be heavy in